Hello, viewers. Today we will be focusing on yet another exciting topic. And in case you are watching me for the first time, my name is Prince Intuk. I am a life coach and business enthusiast. I will be speaking on the topic the power to choose. With the increasing demands for my teachings, we have created a YouTube channel to reach our audience on various platforms. So today's class will be tailored to suit these increasing wide networks. And once we are through, we will come back to our Facebook page to engage with our mentees in our usual manner. The power of choices and their consequences is the topic that resonates with each and every one of us as we are a product of the choices and decisions that we make. Life is a tapestry woven from the choices we make. Each decision, big or small, shapes our path and determines our future. As you embark on your life's journey, it is essential to recognize that while you have the freedom to make choices, you do not have the authority to detect their consequences. In clear terms, we have the power to make various decisions, but unfortunately, the power to determine the consequences of these decisions that we have made does not reside with us. Therefore, we must take reasonable steps to ensure that the choices that we make reflects the desired outcomes and then take responsibilities for those decisions. Every day we are faced with a multitude of choices. This can range from trivial decisions like what we wear or what we eat to significant life-altering ones such as selecting a career path, choosing a life partner, or entering a business partnership. Each choice represents an opportunity, and with it comes a spectrum of potential consequences. If you choose to be fraudulent, for instance, the consequences could range from losing the trust of friends, family members, business associates, to risking jail terms. If you choose to be honest, on the other hand, the consequences could be gaining the trust of people, increasing in sales, and having your peace of mind. If you choose to enter into a relationship for financial gains, the consequences could be losing your self-worth, living in an abusive relationship, losing your peace, and even death. And on the other hand, if you choose the opposite, you may be able to find a compatible partner to grow and enjoy your union with. Whatever your choices are, there are consequences that comes with it. Now let's take a look on a fork on a road. We all know what a fork is. Imagine standing at a fork in the road. One path leads to a secure job with a stable income, while the other leads to starting your own business with unpredictable outcomes. The choice you make will shape your future. While one path may seem safer, the other could lead to innovative success and personal satisfaction in the long run. However, it is crucial to acknowledge that regardless of the path you choose, each will have its own set of challenges and consequences. In our personal relationships, the choices we make can have profound impact on our lives and the lives of those around us. Consider a young entrepreneur who decides to enter a relationship primarily for financial security rather than genuine affection. Initially, this might seem pragmatic. However, over time, the lack of emotional connection can lead to the feelings of resentment, unhappiness, and even the collapse of the relationship itself. The consequences of choosing money over love can result in a lonely and unfulfilled existence. Conversely, Choosing a partner based on shared values and affection can lead to fulfilling relationship, encouraging personal growth, and support in business ventures. The emotional reward can often far outweigh financial considerations in the long run. Now, in your business decisions, the business world mirrors personal relationship in many ways. Choices made with a focus on immediate gain often overlook ethical consideration. In a culture where quick profit may be tempting, it is essential to recognize the long-term consequences of unethical decisions. Picture a young startup that decides to exaggerate its capabilities to attract investors. Initially, this might result in significant influx of capital. However, when the truth comes to light, not only does trust diminish, but the company's reputation may be irreparably harmed. Potential customers may pull away, and it becomes increasingly challenging to secure future investments. We have seen a lot of people on social media and off camera who advertise goods they do not have. Some claim to be experts in fields they have little knowledge of. Initially, they tend to attract lots of customers and swindle them of their funds. We have seen the end of most of them. Many times, their later state becomes worse than their former. The disgrace they bring to themselves, the loss of reputation, and trust sometimes cannot be quantified to the earnings they initially got. Sometimes they are asked to refund, and oftentimes they risk jail term and public ridicule. These are avoidable consequences. In ethical business practices, the commitment to honesty and transparency builds a strong foundation. This, in turn, can lead to sustainable success and a loyal customer base who appreciate integrity. The consequences of your choices, good or bad, will often influence not only your journey but also the larger community. Let's consider our choices of being addicted in drugs and alcohol. Of course, we all know that alcohol and drug addiction is a serious issue in our society today. From brandy and gins to abuse of codeine, meth, cannabis, and other substances have affected individuals, families, and communities worldwide. At its core, addiction represents a series of choices made over time, often beginning with the decision to experiment with substances. Many individuals turn to alcohol and drugs as a means of coping with stress, trauma, or emotional pain, believing that these substances can provide relief or escape. However, this initial choice to abuse drugs can lead to a path of dependency that has significant and often devastating consequences. As individuals continue to use these substances, the brain chemistry changes, leading to tolerance and compulsion to consume more. The consequences of addiction are profound. Physically, addiction can lead to severe health problems, including liver disease, cardiovascular issues, and an increased risk of infectious diseases. Psychologically, it can result in anxiety, depression, and cognitive decline. Socially, addiction often disrupts relationships with family and friends and can lead to job loss, legal problems, and financial instability. Hardly can you find a drug addict who can save money for meaningful projects. Hardly can you find the ones who can retain valued properties for a long time. The devastating part of the consequences is that this addiction impact extends beyond the families. Families often bear the emotional and financial burdens of a loved one's addiction, facing crises that can lead to cycles of shame, guilt, and anger. Communities may also feel the strain. An addiction can lead to increased crime rate and healthcare costs. So while the initial choice to engage with alcohol and drugs may seem inconsequential, it can lead to a complex web of consequences that affect all aspects of your life. How about a complex issue as prostitution? I know it comes with several names like hookups, runs, friends with benefit, etc. But these are one and the same thing. Prostitution typically involves the exchange of sexual services for money or goods and can manifest in various forms, including the regular street prostitution, escort services, online sex workers, or whatever the modus operandi are, as long as there are exchange of money or goods and services for sexual gratification. That is prostitution. So, just like any other trade, money is received. Therefore, it seems profitable initially. The profit side of it has been the overriding factor for the choice of many people engaging in this trade. It's only when the consequences arise that many begin to see how negative this activity could be. Many who have traveled overseas as sex workers often meet with very harsh treatment due to the lack of legal protection for this job. This makes them vulnerable to exploitation, wage theft, and unsafe working conditions. There are also associated health risks in this venture. Sex workers often face heightened risk of sexual transmitted infections and limited access to healthcare services. This can heighten issues for them, making it difficult for individuals to seek help or treatment. There are also associated health risks in this venture. Sex workers oftentimes face heightened risk of sexually transmitted infections and limited access to healthcare services, making it difficult for individuals to seek proper help and treatment. Prostitution is often stigmatized, leading to social exclusion and discrimination. This stigma can affect personal relationships, employment opportunities, and mental health, contributing to a cycle of marginalization. Many individuals involved in prostitution report experiencing emotional and psychological distress, including anxiety, depression, and trauma, often stemming from violence or exploitation. More so, engaging in prostitution can strain personal relationships, including family and romantic relationships. The secrecy and stigma surrounding the profession alone can lead to misunderstandings and conflict with your loved ones. So, you can see how one bad choice could have lots of negative consequences. Like we have said, the choice is in your hands, but the consequences is not determined by you. With all you have learned now, the question is, how can you develop the choice-making framework? As you navigate your life journey, developing a framework for decision-making can help you make informed choices that aligns with your goals and values. Firstly, I encourage you to have a self-reflection. Before making a choice, take time to reflect on your personal values and the long-term goals. Ask yourself how this decision aligns with what you truly want in life. Number 2, evaluate the consequences of your decision. Consider the potential outcomes of your choices. What are the best case and worst case scenario? How might your decision affect those around you? How will it affect your reputation and that of your family and even your children? Number 3, I will always encourage you to seek guidance. Don't hesitate to seek advice from mentors, peers, or even family members. Different perspectives can provide valuable insights and help you see things from various angles. And then, so number 4, embrace accountability. Ultimately, it is your choice. That choice you made is your choice. And you own 100% of the outcome of that choice. Embrace the responsibility of your decision. Learn from whatever comes out as the consequences and use this lesson to better inform your future choices. A lot of us are full of passing blames to others. If you make a choice, take responsibility for the consequences. In conclusions, this life is paved with choices that comes with varying consequences. Whether in relationship or business, it is vital to recognize the implications of your decisions and to make choices that reflect your values and aspirations. As you step forward into your future, remember that while you have the power to choose, you must also accept the responsibilities of those choices. Let your decisions lead you not just to financial success, but to personal fulfillment and integrity. Therefore, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Okay, dear mentees at Money Sense Academy, in the face of adversity and hardship, remember that each challenge is an opportunity for growth and resilience. Your journey may be tough, but your determination must be tougher. Keep pushing forward, believing in your dreams, and never underestimate the power of your own potential. Your ideas have the strength to transform not only your own future, but the future of your community and your country as a whole. So stay strong, stay focused, and keep believing in the limitless possibilities that lies ahead. You are the future for change, you are the catalyst for progress, and the beacon of hope in challenging times. Therefore, rise above the struggles, embrace the challenges, and let your unwavering spirit guide you towards a brighter tomorrow. The path may be rugged, but the destination is worth every step. Keep moving, keep growing, and never lose sight of the incredible impact you can make. You are the change makers, the innovators, the future leaders of this great country. Your time is now. Thank you for being part of today's broadcast.